I knew from early childhood we were all programmed that we would go to college in the States, or if our parents were Dutch in Holland. And we were taught that you don't get anywhere without a college education, and so in order to earn a good living you had to go to college, and that was the dream that we were infused with as children. All of our parents were college educated because the foreign staff employees were there because of their their engineering skills and their the reason they were there was because they were more skilled than the native population. The oil company sent the native population to school in Holland and the United States from way before I was born. So gradually the local staff took the jobs that the Americans had in order to nationalize the source of labor and, of course, cut down on the costs because we were expensive to keep. I wanted to be a nurse from the time I was small. My mother died of cancer when I was 6, and I always wanted to find the cure for cancer. Well, then I discovered the reality that you're not going to find a cure for cancer, and it's much more down your line to be a nurse rather than a researcher. And I was able to come to the U of I and work in the neonatal intensive care nursery once my children were more established. And I've thoroughly enjoyed that. I am now 64. I could retire next year if I wanted to, but I've made a commitment to work until I'm 70 because we're developing a new intensive care tower at the U of I hospital. And I'm very much wanting not only to be involved in developing it and planning it, but I want to really work in it.
I don't think she really had a clear idea of of what, she wanted to accomplish here. I think that she eventually intended to go back because actually, we had a pretty good situation. My mom had just gotten her master's, and we were living in Warsaw, the capital city, and so we weren't really struggling, I think it was really the personal issues that I mentioned before that I think really played a big part in it because financially we didn't really need to emigrate. So
I suppose so. I mean, just like in high school, you think like, what am I going to do with the rest of my life? I think I found it in film and video, hopefully. But then you always have that sort of like decision on where you sort of fit in at the same time. So it's sort of, I don't really want to stay here, but there are opportunities. Like, it's not a huge lie. There are, there's a lot of industry for entertainment and things, and it's not so big in Australia. And I know that a lot of people in Australia, they want to come here because it's easier for them to get jobs. But I mean, I like it so much that I want to go back, but that might be a bit of a sacrifice in what that dream is.